Alright, you guys want to start? Alright,
Yeah.
Alright, I'll start.
Mm-hmm.
Hey there, folks. Joey DeAngelis here, outside of Silent Film Saturday, to bring you a review of the 2014 thriller Nightcrawler, starring Jake Gyllenhaal and Rene Russo. Today I'm accompanied by two individuals,
Hey.
Austinius
What up?
and Gifford.
Hey, what's up, guys?
So,
Nice to be back in a video.
I know, right? This is my first time.
yeah, he's been in videos in the past, but you haven't.
Yeah, I'm
You
so.
might remember me from Joey's, what is it, Mark of Zorro review? Or,
Oh yeah, one of the Zorro reviews, he makes a creepy cameo appearance.
Yes.
Unauthorized cameo appearance, actually.
oh yeah,
My-
it was an amazing appearance.
Wow.
My estate
Watch
will
out
sue
for me
you.
in more videos.
Someone really wants his 15 minutes of fame.
Oh, really? I'm thirsty for it.
Well,
Yes.
let's get back to the real subject, guys. We're here to
Alright.
talk about Nightcrawler.
Alright, can I ask a question?
Yes.
How come he didn't teleport?
See, I was
Austinius,
a little disappointed because, I was expecting a Nightcrawler movie
Yes.
about the X-Men character, not
Like,
this.
And how
so
come,
I- No, no.
Wolverine wasn't in it?
Okay, look. Alright, for those of you who don't understand what they're talking about, the title Nightcrawler does not refer to the X-Men character Nightcrawler who appeared in X2, X-Men United, as portrayed by Alan Cumming, but no, this is not from 20th Century Fox. This is from Universal, actually, so that would be virtually impossible. This film tells the story of Lou Bloom, right? And one night he decides, I'm gonna shoot footage for television news, and this
Good
in his-
footage, too.
It's good footage, and he
Yes.
becomes incredibly ambitious, and this leads to risking his own life as well as the lives of individuals surrounding him.
What's his name? Rick?
Rick.
Yeah, Rick.
Rick.
Alright, welcome back.
Alright, so we just cut out something.
Yes.
Yes.
The film, this was one of the better films of 2014, I feel. In fact, I would say it's better than a good chunk of the Best Picture nominees. This film was only nominated for an Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay. Unfortunately, Jake Gyllenhaal did not receive a nomination for Best Lead Actor. But you know what? I talk a lot in my videos. They didn't get enough of me, but they probably won't hear you guys because they've never seen you.
Alright,
I
so
agree.
I just want to say I felt so bad for Rick at the end.
Yeah, so I guess this is a spoiler review.
Yeah, let's just. Alright. All you guys who haven't seen the movie, pause the video, go watch the movie however you can, come back to us, and then, you can just catch up on what we're saying. So, anyway, yeah, Rick dies at the end. It is so sad.
I think we're just jumping into the end of the movie.
Yeah. Hey, I warned them. Oh, by the way, spoiler alert.
The big thing to talk
Again.
about would be Lou, but we're
Yes.
going to Rick.
You can just put in on the title, spoiler alert. You know what I'm saying?
Here's
I'll make a
here's
warning.
what I
Yeah.
liked about the
Yes,
movie
yes.
is that it really shows how ambitious Lou is.
Oh my
and
God, I
how
love
he
his ambition.
strong arms his way to the top to get.
Lou
what he
is my
wants.
favorite character. Even though he is the main character, normally I don't like the main characters and stories because I feel like they're kind of more morally justified, but he's so amoral. Not even immoral, he has no morality whatsoever. I love
Exactly.
that. And he's so self-centered. That's amazing.
And the thing is, he's just out for himself. So it's you almost can't fault the guy for really
Yeah.
trying to just because look, he's just making himself a living,
Not to mention
and he's good at what he does.
not to mention no one cares about him. So of course naturally he's gonna feel to be all about himself.
I think he's a bit of a sympathetic character because it
Yes,
seems like
he
he's
is,
gotten
he
to the
is.
point where he's at now because he's been underestimated and he
is.
wants to prove himself.
And I love, like you said, I love the cinematography of the film.
Oh, yes. The dude's name escapes me. Robert Elswit, who also has shot a lot of Paul Thomas Anderson's films. The Master. Oh, he didn't. I don't know if he shot The Master. I know he shot There Will Be Blood, which he won an Academy Award for Best Cinematography. Well deserved there. I'd like to say one thing about this movie. Now, if you guys I don't know if you guys watch him. Leon Thomas of Channel Awesome. He does the Renegade Cut series. And I think I'll show you guys that video after we record this video.
Okay.
But basically, he goes over a lot of different subject matters about in Nightcrawler. And Nightcrawler, when you really look at it, it's essentially a rags to riches story, but it's It's not really in the traditional sense where you really, some people like the character of Lou, but I feel probably a lot of people will find him to be, a detestable human being.
Yeah, I bet most of you
I
guys
like to
probably
hate
won't
him.
like him. I love him, but
That's basically really funny because it's also especially funny if you notice the music choices used in the film. It's so different from what's going on screen, and yet it works perfectly because it's kind of commenting on these rags to riches stories.
Yeah.
It's like amazing because like this is like kind of story that could like obviously is like realistic. It could definitely happen, and that's crazy.
But I think what I really, aside from the character of Lou, what I really loved about the movie was they really got into like how morally sort of unethical and questionable like working in the media can be.
Yeah, I thought that was
like
great.
I really enjoyed like there was one part where he goes to interview a woman, right? And he wants to get her comment on a case, and she basically curses, right? And then he wants her to restate it without cursing, but it's like, well, that's her real being.
That's her real reaction.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like she refused to do another take of it.
And it really shows how like fabricated the news can be.
Yeah,
and
like,
like
no
how
cursing.
he would like go and mess with crime scenes to kind of make them look better. Or
definitely.
to serve himself really and make like make it look better basically.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm at a loss for words.
No, it's fine. One thing I was thinking of Renee Russo's character she's excellent in the movie. She plays the news director.
Yes.
And basically, when Lou was first introduced in the film into the television world, her line of dialogue is basically, what we want to get from you is this. Imagine our news program like a woman running down the street screaming with her throat cut open.
That is so messed up, by the way.
And they base,
That is so messed
but the movie
up.
doesn't
But it's
offer.
accurate.
Yeah, it's accurate, but the movie doesn't offer any like right or wrong answers. It just kind of just
It's
says
morally ambiguous,
like,
and that's
hey,
what I liked
yeah.
about it.
Yeah. You know what? Let's change the topic. Let's talk about Rick. Because
Okay.
I
Austin,
felt like
Austin, as much as you say you like Lou, you like this Rick character.
I like Rick too. I like Rick for like the complete opposite reason why I like Lou. Like Rick is so relatable. He's like
Yes.
the everyday man, as Gifford said.
Yes.
It is just like, and he dies. I felt so bad for him.
Well, I mean, that situation just showed how, really, I mean, Lou has to get his hands dirty to get what he wants.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
like, it is professional, but it's like, at the same time, it costs him, I think.
Yeah.
And, he goes low. He
Yeah.
has to get really low to really, achieve some of the things he wants to accomplish.
Yeah, but like, man, Rick. For the second half of the film, I honestly thought Rick was more of a main character than Lou because Rick is more relatable. Not to mention, like, I can feel like Rick's struggle. Like
Right.
he's trying
Right.
to like get up there. Like obviously Lou is trying to like succeed, like as well, but Rick has like a harder time doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they have two different mentalities. While like Lou wants to get like any piece of film he can, Rick is kind of like, yeah, but like I want to get film, but like I want to do it like ethnically, morally
Ethically,
right.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He also lacks the edge, though. He doesn't
Yeah.
have the ambition that Lou
Yeah.
has, and that
Yeah.
also kind of pushes him back
Yeah.
a bit. Like, when he's negotiating with
Oh
Lou,
my God,
it's
I was
like
just
Lou
about to
kept-
say that.
It's like Lou kept strong-arming,
Yes.
and like,
Yes.
it's like, look, by the end of the movie, he actually starts kind of manning up
Yes.
and like standing his own ground, but still,
I love
mean,
the part where it's like they agree on the price, like he gets like what is it, like 75 a night, right?
Yes.
And then Lou is like, all right, I'll give it to you, but you couldn't have gotten more money. And Rick is like, what? I should have asked for more.
the negotiation is
It's closed, yeah,
And I'm like,
yeah.
no.
And like Rick is like, no,
Rick is the man.
Yes. But later on, Rick does make half, but I mean, he doesn't get the half, obviously, because he dies.
He's
Yes.
laying
Yes.
on the pavement.
Yes.
What's really also fascinating is that Rick is kind of a ethnic minority,
yeah.
and
yeah.
that's the kind of death that they're looking for on
yeah.
those news
Like
programs.
the two suspects, they were Hispanic.
Yeah.
And then there's a scene where at the very end where Renee forget the Rene Russo character's name. Not Nina. Was it Nina?
No,
Someone.
it was the blonde hair girl.
Yeah.
Corna, something like that. Like something with a C. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of who you're talking about. Who
No, the
Nina.
Nina,
Yes, it was
yeah,
Nina.
yeah,
My
yeah,
bad. That's terrible because I love this movie. Forget her second most important character.
Yeah,
in the
sorry,
film.
guys, we're not as professional as
You know,
We're not Roger Ebert.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but one of my favorite scenes is actually when he shows her the whole footage of that amazing car chase
Oh
at the
my
end of the
God.
movie.
Yes.
That's a
Yes.
great car chase
Yes.
scene. Basically
you know,
done
you're
in
at
real
the
time.
edge of your
Yes.
seat. It's thrilling. I mean, this movie is a thriller, and there's a lot of mystery to it, and the cinematography really adds to it. I actually love the how they showed like urban Los Angeles. Like you don't
Yeah.
see enough of that, I think,
Yeah.
in movies. So it's really cool to explore that somewhat.
Well, I was about to say about that one scene where she's looking at him at the end, and there's like this triumph. Like I was talking about the music earlier. This triumphant music. It's like, oh my God, he made his big break. But right behind them, you can see the image of dead Rick.
Yeah.
With that music playing, and it's
Rick's
just like
dead.
it's so
He's
off.
dead.
It's so
Like-
off-putting.
And Austin, do you remember, like, before that, when they're in the car, do you remember I was like, I have a bad feeling Rick's gonna die?
Oh my God, dude! Remember when we were watching it, right? And I was like, "Rick, get back in the car, get back in the car, get back in the car."
It's like,
I'm
this
I
is
knew
not gonna
something-
end well for
yeah,
Rick.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Like,
Yeah.
I did not see Rick coming out of that.
Now, I would be remiss to not mention this in the review, but I really liked Bill Paxton in the movie, only because
Oh,
it was a nice
yes.
kind of comparison.
Who was he
like
again?
to compare and contrast. He was the other photographer. Remember
Joe?
Joe?
Joe,
Yeah, the
oh.
one that
Hit the pole?
Did he die or just was injured?
Yeah, he was injured. Like,
Yeah.
you didn't see him again.
But
I don't
the-
know if he died or
But
not.
the thing I liked too was when he offers Lou like a partnership. and,
Yeah.
like they could split
yeah,
vans.
and he pretty much said, "No, I'm not
Yeah,
interested."
well, what I liked about that was it really seemed like he was too prideful of himself. Like he's too arrogant to maybe see the benefit of working with someone else, which is fine.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't want to compromise
Yeah.
his own interests.
Not
and
even
everything.
just that. Like, I don't look at it as a prideful kind of way. I see it as more as like a competitive kind of thing. Like,
Well,
if
it's
you
also
want to,
that too.
but like Lou doesn't want to he doesn't want like what Joe has. Like, he wants more than that.
Yeah.
So he feels
Yes.
like he has to stay ahead of the curve. So like,
Oh, yeah, he
like,
says that.
if he never if he stays with Joe and like partners up with him, he'll never
That's
get ahead.
true.
He'll,
Yeah.
he'll just be with Joe. He'll never get ahead, which is like completely counterintuitive to what he's interested
And
in.
it would help
Exactly.
more. It would help Joe more than it would help him.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
why.
you're right.
Yeah. So like that's
Okay.
why I see it's not like a prideful thing, you know. But I can see why you would say that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that there's a point. There's points to be made.
Yeah.
But yeah, just I love Bill Paxton in the
Yeah.
movie.
Dude. Oh my God. Lou. He is such a good negotiator, though.
Oh no, there's
like
some
what you-
really great writing
A
in this
textbook.
movie.
Yeah. He's basically a textbook.
No, yeah, that's it. Because remember in the movie, he says that he reads a lot of his stuff online.
Online,
like
yes.
it almost feels like he's been reading like watching
Yeah.
TED talks.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
yes,
or
yes.
TED talks are like top 10 things you should be like, or maybe BuzzFeed
Exactly.
or
Yes.
articles where he feels like a manufactured human
Yeah.
being
Yes.
as opposed to a real
Exactly.
person.
Exactly.
But
Yes.
you know, he
He just says all the right things
Yeah.
at the right times.
Exactly.
And
He
knows
plans
how to,
everything out.
He's very meticulous.
Yes. And he like withheld information from the cops, right?
Mhm,
I
yes.
remember that scene. They asked for the
For
film.
his own benefit,
Yeah, and he
yes.
already had a copy that was already edited
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
throw off the police. I was like, that's smart.
Yeah.
This dude plans ahead.
I don't think there's much else we can talk about this movie.
I think
though.
we pretty
No,
much
I think we
talked
can
about
talk
everything
more.
we
Actually,
liked
I think we
about
can
it.
talk more if we tried. All right. So, what do you think?
We don't want
of-
this video to go on too long, Austin.
I know, but this movie is good, guys. Seriously, this movie
It is.
It is.
It is
It
good. It is
Should we
good.
rate the movie? Like,
I don't really do ratings on your
Yeah,
channel.
I
It's
don't
pretty
either.
fantastic.
Yes,
Go
it's-
see it.
yeah, it's
It's-
fantastic.
Stop this video and go watch it.
Yes. Well, I
Yes.
already told them that if they didn't, stop and already watch it, that's
Didn't
their
care. Yeah.
fault.
But you were saying
Yes.
you were about
So-
to bring up something.
Yes.
Austin.
So like I love how the movie portrays Lou as like this lonely guy, right? And I see that as like a more like a trait that helps him more than hinders him. Because like most people, like they can't do that much on their own, but I feel like he does even more on his own than the average person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's shown when like he doesn't agree to partner up with Mayhem, and that's also shown when like he says I forgot what he says, but it's like what you were talking about, the whole online stuff. He says you can find anything online
If you know where to look for
Yes,
it, you can
know
find
where to look
anything.
for it. And, like this guy goes out out of like his own way to get ahead. That's
Yes.
amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Do you remember in the dinner scene when he's talking with?
Oh my
Russo?
God.
Yeah, and he basically blackmails her.
Yeah.
Into, like,
Yeah.
you know, basically he wants to like.
He kept saying
have sex with
relationship,
her.
but we all know what he meant.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like that's a perfect example of how
Yes.
like he's lonely, but he uses it to his advantage.
Exactly. Oh my God.
Exactly.
He's so lonely. He uses it to his advantage.
Yes.
That is like, oh my
It's
God.
just. It's amazing. I mean, it's
Yes.
really good writing because
it
they
is good
really
writing.
made a really compelling and
Yeah.
very morally ambiguous and interesting character. So I
Yes.
really enjoyed the movie for no other reason than Jake Gyllenhaal nailed it.
He is.
He should have
little-
been nominated, and
Yes.
you know the Oscars don't really matter at the end of the day, but that was one of those snubs.
No,
where
I
was,
wish he had more recognition.
I
Jake
was-
is a great actor.
I was angry when after I watched this movie, I realized, hot damn, he wasn't nominated for.
Yeah.
Best
That's
actor.
surprising.
Yeah.
He should have. He honestly should
The
have.
way he transformed himself was
Yeah.
just amazing.
He lost a lot of weight for this film, and I was talking to you guys about this, and a lot of that was he wanted the character of Lou to appear hungry,
Yes.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, he is definitely like very scrawny character, but like I definitely felt that like he's hungry for more.
Yes.
I feel like I vaguely remember like in a dinner scene with Nina, he even said like he wants more. Like
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Disney
something.
princess.
Yeah.
yes.
Hey. But like yeah, he definitely wants more out of life. I definitely like can relate to that. You know, he's a very relatable character. He's also a very human character too.
Yes.
Like you can
In
understand.
his own twisted way, but I mean, you
Yeah.
can't help but not kind of see his points.
Yeah, and like everything he does is like they have reasons behind them, and it's like human reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like he doesn't get caught up in like friendship or like happiness. Like he cares about his own happiness, but not about like other people's happiness.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unless it directly benefits.
Yes.
Yeah.
exactly.
Of course.
I mean, there's just so much to talk about with
Yeah.
this flipping movie.
Yeah. That reminds me. With Nina, he was talking with Nina, and when he was blackmailing her, he basically got all the information offline. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
How like
That
like
was
a
pretty
couple minutes
funny.
before, he's talking how you can find anything online. He's like vaguely foreshadowing that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is a good movie. I love it.
It's great.
Yes. I'm glad that we could share that experience.
And I'm
watch
really
it
happy
together.
that it was our first movie to review
Yes,
together.
yes,
It was
yes.
really fun.
So is this gonna be first of like a series?
I'd like
Well,
to
you
continue.
Well, wait. What do you guys think? Should we continue this? Like, we want to hear from
Yes.
you guys. Like, really, I feel like this could be a great thing. But like, you guys tell us what you want to see. Like, recommend a movie or something.
Austin,
and
you're
we'll
a
watch it.
natural at this.
I know,
man.
right? The camera
Damn.
loves me. You guys love me, right? Please say you do. Please, I need this.
Austin, it's okay, man.
All right,
Calm down.
Austin,
everyone likes
Austin,
it.
I only have 234 subscribers. I'm not.
Oh yeah, guys, please subscribe and leave a like to this guy right here because he doesn't like. You don't ask for likes. You need to ask for likes.
Yeah, but that's stupid.
Guys, leave a like and leave a comment in the comment section below.
Guys, like this video if you genuinely like
Yes, and share it to like Facebook and the Twitter.
Yes, I agree with Austin. Okay,
Yeah, we're on.
I'm out. Peace, guys.
Thank you for watching this.
Yo,
Giphy out.
Giphy out. What the?